Yo, what is up, guys? How y'all doing? Jonathan Shane here, Keto Road at the Casa. So as you can tell by the thumbnail, yes, I'm going backwards on my diet. To keep being shredded, son? So this is my video. I'm just talking to y'all about the reverse diet process. To be honest, there's been a lot going on with it, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna walk you through what it is, and kind of what I'm going through in the process. So first, to the whiteboard. Okay, I hope you can see this a little better. Okay, so what a reverse diet is where basically when you get ready for a competition or when you diet down in general, a lot of people don't take this into account, and this is why they rebound so fast and they get all that body fat back so fast. So what a reverse diet is when you lower calories, you're going to have metabolic adaptations. Your body's really good at surviving. You're going to adjust calorically, hormonally, everything's going to happen to put you in a position to where you're going to survive. So basically, the point of a reverse diet is that if I went back to my normal eating, I would gain a bunch of body fat. I think honestly before my prep though, my metabolism was already messed up, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So basically, let me run y'all through this to give you an idea. So February 2018, I was at 3250 calories, right? Does that make sense? I mean, that's high. That's way above my maintenance. Even at that point, and even for me, if I was healthy, that's 250 calories over my maintenance. But even though I didn't get as lean as I wanted, it was needed because my size is what won me third. And I wouldn't have had the muscle mass on my shoulders or on my back. You know, and I wasn't huge, but I used to be way smaller, especially up top. So I really needed that, and I needed time to get serious in the gym, figure out my strategy, etc. August, the show week, I got down to 1,500 calories. That's low. That is extremely low. Not a lot of competitors that are males get below that. Like 1,500 is pretty low. It's more than half of where I was, right? So that's something to consider, something to understand. Week after the show, my coach put me at 1630, right? With one refeed a week. My theory, and this is how I've looked at it. Now, my coach, I haven't got the numbers for next week, so I don't really know exactly how aggressive he's going to be with this. Which is a lot of variables with that too, which I'll talk about. But basically, every week he's going to increase my calories by 100 calories, right? And then, of course, 2030 is the end of September. October, I'll be on my own, trying to figure out how I want to get ready for the Lone Star in either 19 or 2020. Probably will be 2020, but we'll see. So yeah, basically, this is it. Basically, I'm slowly increasing my caloric intake to allow my metabolism and hormones time to even out. But there are some things that happened this week that are very interesting, which we're going to talk about right now. Alright, so, time to talk. Hold on. Alright, so, a little bit more about this. So, basically, you know, after your show, right, you're gonna have what they call, like, you know, like the post-show refeed or whatever, you know, especially since, you know, I did so good. For me, I beat myself, I got on the stage, and I even placed. It was a great day for me. To me, I won, you know, and of course, really competitive butt faces will be like, oh, well, you didn't get first. Like, man, I beat myself. That's really what matters, guys. Beating yourself. Challenging yourself to be a better you at the end of the day. When you get to point B from A, you're better. You're better, right? And so that's what's most important. So I went after the show, and we went to Taste of Texas. I got a pound ribeye steak. You know, I'm from Houston, so Taste of Texas, I don't know if that's anywhere else, but in Houston it is. But I got a pound steak. I ate a crap ton of food. In fact, I'm going to try and put a picture on the screen. I'm using a new video edit. If it doesn't pop up, I'm sorry. It didn't happen. If it does, sweet. You get to see it. It was a lot of food. Anyways, I woke up the next day. I gained like 9 pounds, right? And then the next day, I went to the gym. I felt great. I was in a good mood. Went to the gym. I killed it. Got home. Went ham again. Ate about 3,000 calories. And then I got back on my refeed. I got back on my reverse diet schedule, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, I had a bad episode. I binged on, I made keto ice cream. And for you that don't know, homemade ice cream made with heavy whipping cream is so much creamier than normal ice cream. And it was like peanut butter chocolate flavored. It was just delicious. And I literally, it was the first time in a long time I had no self-control. I felt like I was in a trance. Like, I know it sounds funny, but I kind of understand eating disorders a little better now, even from just that moment. Man, dude, I couldn't put the spoon down. It was nuts. But I used to suffer from bulimia, and when I got done eating it, if anybody that used to be bulimic knows, ice cream is like the easiest thing to eat and purge because it's cream, right? It doesn't get stuck. It's not hard to get out, etc. Sorry for the TMI. I'm just trying to be transparent with you guys. Anyways, so the diet was like, for me, I had a really rough time after eating the ice cream. Right, and then yesterday I ate my normal. So I did all that, right, and I've been going to the gym. I only took Thursday off. Every other day I have been, every other day I have been, doing at least 20 to 30 minutes of cardio, doing a full body exercise. I didn't want to put too much pressure on my body because it had just gotten beat up. I'm going to start my body splits next week. I'm really going to start trying to hammer some muscle on me. It's exciting. I'm excited. But I woke up this morning at 182.4. Do you know what I got on stage at? 182.2. I am my stage weight still. That's nuts to me. I still haven't figured that out. I'm processing that in my head. Like, because some guys, they binge and they gain like 25 pounds overnight and they keep like 15 of it on. How much binging did you do? Either my metabolism heals really fast and I'm a freaking superhuman, or they eat a lot. Like, they binge hard. Yeah, so I don't really know. But that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I know I did the thumbnail. I'll show you guys, though. But I did the thumbnail for jokes. But, I mean, I'm still pretty lean, right? And so, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'm still trying to figure that out. And then this weekend's my wife's birthday weekend, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to be crushing it hard in the gym. Probably do an hour of cardio today, 45 minutes tomorrow, just to kind of keep the body fat off because I know I'm going to gain some, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with gaining a little bit of fat, help with my hormones. But that all being said, my advice to y'all, if you're watching this and you have reverse dieted or you haven't and you've like cut calories really low and then you've increased them and gained body fat, that's why. You did it too fast. So before I'll tell y'all this story to end this. Before my show, I really think my metabolism was still really shoddy, and here's why. I've always yo-yo dieted. I did tried to do the flexible dieting that was really, really not in a controlled environment. It was very yo-yo-y. And then I started like dieting down, and I was just trying to stay around 18 to 2,000. It fluctuated every day. Like, I would do like 2,200, then 18, then 2,200, then 18. And then I found keto, and I started like 2,500 calories. And then I knocked it down to 2,000, and then I knocked it down to 1,800. And then I did 1,800 for like a month or a month and a half. And then Christmas came, and then I cheated. And then January happened, and I started eating like 3,000 to 4,000 a day. It wasn't consistent, so I was yo-yoing with that. And then February, same thing. I put on like, I weighed 182 at Christmas. Of course, I wasn't near as lean or as bulky as I am now. My muscle mass was completely different position back then. but I weighed like 203. So in 2 months, I gained like 20 pounds of fat. It was crazy. And whatchamacallit? So I think my metabolism was whacked up way before the start of this prep. And I think that's what made it so difficult to get lean. Because it was a real struggle for me. It was really hard. Even though I was consistent, it just was not happening. My body was being extremely, extremely stubborn. And so I think this time around, as I reverse diet and then I lean bulk and I come up with a system that's structured, and it's going to be way easier to do that because I have a goal in mind. We'll see where I'm at next January. If my metabolism is really healthy, my metabolism, where I think it should be, is I should be able to eat 2,800 to 3,000 calories a day and not gain weight. I should be able to do that with how active my job is, with how intense I am going to be at the gym. I should be able to eat 3,000 calories a day and be stable, below 190. Below 190. That's less than 20 pounds from what my actual stage weight is going to be like 170 if I really shred up. So that's the goal. If I can get to that point before January, I'm going to do a little bit of a cut. I'm not going to get too low unless I decide to do the show. I'm only going to get to about 2,000 calories, which is going to be a 1,000 calorie deficit plus cardio. We'll see what my body does. If it reacts really well and I start getting really leaned out, I might just go for the show and reverse diet back out. If not, once I hit 2,000 and I'm like, okay, I kind of have some data on how my body responds to what I want to do, then I'll reverse diet back from 2,000. And so that will be a lot faster. Instead of taking me, 4 or 5 months to really stabilize myself, it only take me 10 weeks, right? 100 calories a week, let my body stable back out. And then I can start lean bulking, put on some size in some areas that I want it, and then my metabolism will really be nice by then, the next following year. And then I'll diet down hard and get ready to kick some booty at the Lone Star in Galveston. So that's the plan. That's where I'm at. Guys, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to comment, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell. Love y'all. See y'all next video.